Hi, welcome to your channel, Generous, Gracious and Gallant. I'm your host Mohar and I'm back today with another very inspirational video for all of you. The video I brought for you today is about the Firebrand Bengali Revolutionary who attempted to assassinate the British West Bengal governor during the annual convocation of Calcutta University. She was imprisoned and post seeing her dream of seeing India independent, she refused to take even the freedom fighters' pension. She married a, a fellow freedom fighter and was also awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India. But unfortunate circumstances resulted her being ignored by the respective governments of India and West Bengal, and post her husband's death she was found dead in mysterious circumstances in a gutter, her body totally decomposed. I'll be sharing more about her with you on this video, but before we go on to that, I would like you request you to kindly subscribe to the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant, and also share these videos with your friends and family so that they too benefit from these videos. My mission is to share with you inspirational stories of mankind at their very best. Coming back to our firebrand Bengali revolutionary who gave her all for India's independence. She was born on 21st August 1911 at Krishnanagar in Bengal under British India rule. Her father was a renowned Brahma teacher, Beni Madhab, who was also responsible for inspiring the legendary Subhash Chandra Bose to fight for India's freedom. And her mother was Sarla Devi, who ran an ashram called as Punya Ashram, where she supported revolutionary activities. Most of the people in this ashram were revolutionaries, and in this ashram were kept arms and ammunitions to be used in the efforts to get India freedom from the British Empire. Her sister Kalyani also was a freedom fighter. Her dad, Beni Madhab, was a teacher at Ravenshaw College, and he worked closely with Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose was his student, and he continuously inspired Subhash Chandra Bose to fight against British Empire and revolt against their injustice. Subhash Chandra Bose was a frequent visitor at the home, and with the influence of Subhash Chandra Bose, her mother Sarla Devi and father Beni Madhab, it was but a given that Bina herself will be a firebrand revolutionary and freedom fighter. She did her education in the now famous St. John Duke's Girls Higher Secondary School and her college education from Bethune College, Calcutta. At her matriculation, she had to write an essay, and she chose to write an essay on the then banned novel Panther Dabi, Call of the Road, which was written in 1926 by Sarat Chandra Chattopadhyay. It was banned by the British authorities because it spoke of a secret society which overthrew the British Empire from India. She paid heavily for this and she scored very less marks in her matriculation because of her poor performance in the English exam for her writing an essay on a banned book. During the same year, the Viceroy was supposed to visit the school along with his wife, and the plan was the students would put petals on the Viceroy couple feet. Bina chose not to take part in this activity along with a few other friends, and she was penalized for this too. Thereafter, she went on to Bethune College and also joined a revolutionary organization called as Chattri Sangha, which was for women to protest against British Empire's atrocities. At the same time, Subhash Chandra Bose kept visiting the household and continued to inspire young Bina Das to make a difference to her country's freedom. On 6 February 1932, Bina, during her convocation at Calcutta University, decided to assassinate the then Governor Jackson. When Governor Jackson stood up in the convocation hall, Bina went to the front seats and occupied an empty seat and asked her teacher for some water. Her teacher told her to remain seated there and wait for the speech to finish. During the speech, Bina took out a gun supplied by a co-revolutionary, Kamala Das Gupta, and shot at Jackson 3 times. She missed. Again, she made a second attempt with 2 shots. She injured a senior professor, Dr. Dinesh Chandra, but the Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant Colonel Hassan Shubhrawardi, jumped on Bina and overpowered her, leading to her imprisonment. During the court hearing, she said and readily admitted her guilt, saying, "I fired on the governor, impelled by the love for my country, which is repressed. I sought a way to death, offer myself to my country at her feet, and end her suffering. I invite the attention of all members of the government that even such a frail woman like me can become upset by the government policies. I have been brought up in the best Indian traditions, but a frail woman like me has also become very upset by the government policies. I have no personal feelings against the governor. As a man, he is as good as my father. But as the governor of Bengal, he has enslaved over 30 crore men and women, and I protest against it." She was sentenced to 9 years of rigorous imprisonment. However, in 1939, she was released prematurely. She joined the Quit India movement and again suffered imprisonment for 3 years. After independence, seeing her dream fulfilled, she refused to take the freedom fighters' pension, and she married Jatish Chandra Bhoumik, a fellow freedom fighter who was aligned to the Jugantar Group. We must also note, thanks to her shooting the attempted assassination of the governor at the convocation, her English degree, BA degree, was withheld. Post independence, when she tried treating as a profession, she could not join because she did not have a graduation certificate. Post her husband's death, she moved to Rishikesh, and it's relatively unknown what happened. In the intervening years, for her social work, she also was awarded the Padma Shri, but then totally disappeared off the radar. And on 26 December 1986, she was found in a gutter in Rishikesh in a totally decomposed condition and it took many weeks of work by the authorities to identify her body. 81 years later, after her assassination attempt, the University of Calcutta in 2012 conferred upon her the BA degree. Her sister also dedicated a book to her called as Bengal Speaks. Her best friend Suhasini Ganguly remembers Bina fondly for her patriotism. Friends, it is freedom fighters like Bina Das who made a difference to our freedom movement, who sacrificed everything for their country to ensure that India gained freedom from the British Empire. She is an inspiration and motivation forgotten in history books. She paid a heavy price for her patriotism by not even receiving her BA degree and could not, post her husband's death, earn a livelihood because she did not have a graduation certificate. It was withheld by the Calcutta University. A sad state that a freedom fighter like her, who refused even her pension, died in obscurity and was found in a gutter. But she will continue to inspire a generation of Indians with her patriotism. I will be back soon again with another very inspirational video for you on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious and Gallant. Please do subscribe to the channel and also share these videos and inspire and motivate your friends and family to subscribe to the channel. Till we meet again with another very inspirational video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious and Gallant. Good luck, all the best.